Welcome, children. Continuity of the lesson. Evans tries an O level by Colin Dexter. Children, in my last class, I told you that the governor was of the opinion that they were perhaps overdoing things. To overdo things, what does it mean? To do excessively in an exaggerated way. He was, he thought that they were doing those things which were not necessary at all. As you wish, sir, Mr. Jackson, one of the police officers was once again ready to follow the instructions given to him by the governor. The governor heard the exchanges in the cell. Mr. Jackson went to the cell. Whose cell? Evans the prisoner's cell. Heard the door clang once more. The governor, when the door of that cell was opened and closed, it produced a loud metallic sound. The governor heard that sound. The governor was in his office. He was using the receiver of that microphone which had been secretly hidden inside Evans the prisoner's cell. But Evans knew about its existence, hidden existence, and heard McLaren announce that the examination had begun at last. The governor heard McLaren, the invigilator, announce that the examination had begun at last. It was 9:25 a.m. The time was 9:25 a.m. morning, and there was a great calm. The examination had already started, so there was perfect silence all around. At 9:40 a.m., the examinations board rang through. At 9:40 a.m., someone from the examinations board used his telephone, and the assistant secretary with a special responsibility for modern languages asked to speak to the governor. Who was that someone? The assistant secretary with a special responsibility for modern languages. He wanted to talk to the governor. The examination had already started, no doubt. He asked the governor whether the examination had started, though he did not have any doubt. He knew that the examination had already started undoubtedly. A quarter of an hour ago. When did the examination start? 15 minutes ago. This was the answer the assistant secretary got from the governor. Yes, well, there was a correction slip which some fool had forgotten to place in the examination package. The assistant secretary told the governor that there was a correction slip, and he told him further that the person whose duty it was to keep that correction slip in the examination package had forgotten to do his duty. The person whose duty it was to keep the correction slip in the examination package had forgotten to do his duty. Yes, of course, very brief. The correction was very small. Could the governor please? So the assistant secretary requested the governor to help him in that regard. He wanted that correction slip to be given to Evans, the prisoner, Evans, the examiner. Yes, of course, I will put you straight through to Mr. Jackson in Deving. The governor wanted to help the assistant secretary in that regard. He told him that he would put him straight through to Mr. Jackson in Deving. Mr. Jackson was in Deving. The governor wanted the assistant secretary to talk to him directly. Hold the line a minute. He wanted the assistant secretary to hold the line. To hold the line a minute for some time. Was this the sort of thing the governor had feared? Now the governor's suspicious mind was once again active. Had he feared that that type of thing would happen? His mind asked him, was the phone call a fake? Was the phone call he had received a fake phone call? Some signal? Was someone trying to give a signal to avenge the prisoner? Some secret message? Was someone trying to pass a secret message? Give a secret message to avenge the prisoner? These questions started disturbing the governor. But he could check on that immediately. But he was the governor. It was possible for him to verify. It was possible for him to check on that immediately. He dialed the number of the examinations board. Immediately he dialed the number of the examinations board, but heard only the staccato blips of a line engaged. But unfortunately, the line was busy or engaged. Staccato blips, short, sharp sounds made by an electronic equipment. Staccato blips. You are familiar with this type of sound, which suggests that the line is busy. But then the line was engaged, wasn't it? The governor found the line engaged. Yes, not very intelligent. He did not like this. He wanted to verify his doubts. But because of the engagement of the line, he was unable to do the work. 2 minutes later, he heard some whispered communications in the cell. After 2 minutes, the governor heard the voices coming from the cell again. Evans was there. McLary was there. Whispered communications in the cell. Perhaps McLary was, not perhaps, McLary was saying something quietly without disturbing anyone. He was in the examination room, so he was not speaking anything loudly. That is why the author has used the words whispered communications in the cell. Then the governor heard. What did he hear? McLary's broad, escort's voice. McLary was talking to Evans in English, but his accent was the accent which is used in Scotland. He was using English, but his accent was Scottish accent. Broad Scots voice. Will you please stop writing a voile for some time? McLary, the invigilator, was telling Evans to stop writing for some time. And listen carefully. He wanted Evans to pay attention to his words. Candidates offering German 021-1 should note the following correction. He was going to tell Evans about the correction slip. He announced that the candidates offering German 021-1 are supposed to be noting the correction. Do you remember? Now the correction slip was with the invigilator. He wanted Evans to note the correction given in that correction slip. Okay children, thank you.